She podcast. I'm your host, Lady She. Tonight, I am always excited. Y'all know the vibes with me. I'm always hyped. I'm always excited, and we always get into it. You guys know that follow me understand that this platform is to encourage, empower, and to educate. And tonight, we know respectfully. Shout out to all the mothers. Shout out to all the mamas. We love y'all. Trust me, we love y'all. But tonight, we are going to be speaking to the hearts of the fathers, in particular the girl dads, because I have a guest on tonight who decided that he wanted to make this thing bigger, to not just be a father thing. He said, I want to tap into the dads and the daughters so they can feel how I be feeling when it comes to my little queen. So, Mr. Diony.
Yes. How you
I want to make sure I say the last name correctly.
Marte. Yes, Marte.
Look, y'all heard me with the little Spanish. You heard that? I slipped that in there.
It's Tuesday in Spanish.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Wait, you know what? I knew that. I knew that. I did get A's in Hampshire High School. We got a little good education. Don't listen to everything you hear. But I did get straight A's in Spanish in high school. But Mr. Diony Marte is my guest on tonight. He is the owner and operator of Daddy and Daughter Crew Spa.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, you're dope.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Facts. Like, you're dope. I'm looking at the thing like, oh, he is what? Stop playing, sir. I'm like, I gotta reach out to him.
I'm trying.
Nah, you doing it. That's dope.
It's definitely a lot, and I definitely appreciate you for reaching out to me.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy how the world works, because I was thinking to myself a few weeks ago that I wanted to do a podcast.
Let's go.
And miraculously, we ran into each other, and you reached out to me right away. I was like, "Oh, look,
it's God.
Look at this."
Listen,
I'm like, God. You know what? I'll take it.
He don't bring. Listen, I tell people all the time. This ain't about being deep. If an idea or a thought comes to you, it doesn't come to you for no reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you usually know why. Let's keep it a buck.
Right.
Because some people be watching other people just be like, well, I want to do that. Mm-hmm. That's not that. You know the difference in when it's what you should be doing and when you just watching the wave and the trendiness that's going on.
Yeah, I'm definitely
start that podcast.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to start something new.
Yeah, let's go.
I was actually thinking about doing a podcast for fathers. It's just giving guys a platform to speak about their situation, because I know I'm not the only one that's going through what I went through.
The facts.
But I know how to deal with certain situations now. Mm-hmm. Certain guys, they don't have that mindset.
Right.
It's not because they don't want to. It's because it's just not there for them.
Right. And you had to go through stuff first.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want you to understand, just to share a little bit. I just jumped out there and started doing a podcast. Mm-hmm. God said it. And I'm like, all right, I'm doing it. Like, right. I'm a suck, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm going to watch my journey. Mm-hmm. But seeing that it's blessing other people, that's why I remind that it is him. It's about him. Right. So having you on here and you saying that, I know it's God. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And what you said is very vital. That's why the whole month of April, I had nothing but the guys come on, because I'm seeing so much. For one, shout out to the fathers who got custody of their kids. Like, it's not easy, and it's a thing, and I want you to definitely tap into that, because people always say, the courts favor the women. And I've been seeing it like dudes getting their kids, y'all.
No, but I'm actually
trust and believe they get their children.
I'm actually glad that you mentioned that, because when I was going through court and I was going in and out, mm-hmm. you saw 95% in those courts was women.
Right.
The other 5 were fathers trying to go hard, but not having a resource, getting turned down, and that hurts.
Yes.
Having to listen to someone empowered say you can't see your kid, or you can see your kid on this certain day at this certain time. Mm-hmm. Who are you to tell me that?
Facts.
So that's it's very discouraging for
it is.
guys.
I've seen it. I have brothers. I have old boy cousins. I've seen a lot go on. And then, I don't know if you know whatever, but I'm a correction officer as well. So I talk to them and see what's happening. And then at the end of the day, unfortunately, some of them I have to explain. I said, listen, being in here ain't making it easy for you either. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You may have the heart to do the right thing, but it don't look right on paper right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna tap into all that.
Of course,
we're gonna beyond. We're gonna beyond.
Of course, we're gonna be.
Yeah. So I wanna. Let's go. But Tell the people who you are. Who is Diony Marte?
I'm a 33. Might as well say 33 because I'm about to be 33 in December. So
nice.
this time is going by fast.
Facts.
So I'm 32, coming from Brownsville, Brooklyn.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that it's definitely hard around there. Mm-hmm. Then and now. So I'm Hispanic. So at that time when I was young, it wasn't too much Hispanic families in the community.
Okay.
It was about 6.
Oh, okay.
Within the community. So
wow.
My mother raised me to be tough. I had to. I had no choice. So me growing up, my father left me at an early age.
Okay.
And then I was fortunate enough to have my stepfather come into my life at around, I would say, I don't want to get this wrong because I don't want to take points off him.
Right.
I would say,
love that you said that.
Yeah, I want to say 9.5 to 10. Mm-hmm. And he raised me to the man that I am today. So I always said it, and I always kept it in the back of my head. If I was to ever have a child, I would never leave.
Right.
Because my stepfather could have just up and left.
Come on,
I'm not his child.
Right.
So for him to really take that role as a man and stay there and guide me, that's powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that I thank him for everything.
Absolutely. Shout out to him, man.
Yes.
Shout out to him.
Yes.
Shout out to the stepdads who make it look easy and who have a heart for it. We got to find another word. I call myself a bonus mom. We got the bonus dads. We're going to say that. We got the bonus dads out there. Shout out to the bonus dads that step in when the biological didn't bother. Type energy. You know what I'm saying? Now, did you ever have a conversation with your father even now at this age?
Now that I'm older, me and him were able to connect and conversate on this whole situation.
Okay.
And I was able to speak my piece.
Oh, right. And what was that like?
It was honestly like it was like me looking into a regular man, honestly.
Wow.
But I just had to release everything that was in me.
It was for you.
Right. I didn't want I needed to do that.
Right.
I felt like I needed to do that to become a better person.
Right. Love that. So now let me see. Living in Brooklyn, one of the few, literally you were a minority. Like literally 6 families?
Yes.
Wow.
Literally
the minority.
6 families in Brownsville.
Wow.
During the I was born in '89. Right. So during
Are you trying to age me? Violence? You just choose violence on my platform? No. Did you just age me? It's supposed to be a problem. Short.
I don't want no problems. So from 89 to I would say 95, 6 families in Brownsville.
Wow, that is something else. So when you say your mom had to be tough, I was like, I had a conversation with somebody about, my 2 sons. Well, the oldest is now, he's kind of brown out like his dad, but he was, a little lighter like me growing up. So that was my energy. Like, you don't have to be tough. They're going to try you because you like, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
It's
and
a lot.
God started dealing with me like, no, don't put that narrative on him because of what you went through. You know what I'm saying? He going to go through his own stuff.
And I'm glad you pointed that out because
what was that like?
I'm glad you just said that because that's how I am with my daughter now.
Come on.
So what I went through, I don't want my daughter to go through.
Right.
So this is why now I'm working 10 times harder.
Right.
Because she shouldn't have to go through what I went through.
Right.
And exactly. she shouldn't have to accept the answer no from someone.
Come on in here, sir. Stop playing. Let's go. So growing up in Brownville, your mom making sure. So let me say this. How old were you when stepdad came?
Like I said, I don't want to take points off, but I say 9 to 10.
Like between 9
and 10. 9 and 10.
So when did dad leave?
7.
7.
So
now, what was that time frame between 7 and 10 like? Because now mom gotta hold everything down.
Right.
So how did that make you feel? Are you the only sibling?
No.
How many of you?
No, it's me and my sister, and then my real dad, he has 2 others.
Okay, but in the household was just you and your sister?
Just me and my sister.
Okay, so what was that like?
My escape from everything was me hanging around the older crowd.
Gotcha.
So me being able to hang around the older crowd, I grew so fast.
Right.
I matured faster than what I would have if my dad was really around. So I learned how to run the streets at an early age.
Right.
And then when my stepdad came, he was like, "No, this is how you do this. This is how you do that.
Right.
And you gonna listen."
So mom picked the right one.
Yeah, he
she
definitely.
Like, man, somebody had to come in here before I have to snatch my son.
Yeah, he definitely did. And me and him, I didn't like him at first, but that was my guard. That was up.
Yeah.
And then once I saw the type of person that he was, and like he really cared.
Yeah.
So as a child, it was kind of hard for me to just,
not like him.
I was like
forcing it.
I'm like, oh, this guy's buying me this guy taking me here. All right, cool, he cool. Yeah. And I never went to baseball games, different activities with my real dad. Right. So him doing that, that's a plus.
Yeah.
So he won me quick. Right. So
and then let me ask you this, because when you're smaller, our first teachers are our parents. Mm-hmm. So was it also a thing where he also won you over because of how he treated your mom?
More so, honestly.
He's like, nah, he won't be told.
It was me. It was me the whole time. Like he focused. His main focus was on me. Wow. His main focus was on me because to this day he'll tell you, I would not lose you to these streets.
Say that, sir.
I would not lose you to these streets. I refuse it. So that was always his mentality coming in. Mm-hmm. So
how was he with your sister?
Oh, he was great. He was great. I think guys get along with girls really, really fast. Honestly, like, it's for a boy.
It's a thing.
Yeah, for a boy to have at that time, you got your attitude. Mm-hmm. Nobody could tell you nothing. Yeah, you ain't my father.
The first thing to say, that ain't my father.
Yeah. So, wow. I never told him that. My mother always showed me that I have respect. Right. I was a loose child, but I knew where and when to be a loose child. Right.
Thank you for saying that, because I think, like, I don't know, and you can just tap that real quick. I feel like there's no code anymore. Like, these kids are different. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, there's such a shift between the parenting and the kids we see here today. Mm-hmm. Like, just even what you said, you knew there were certain boundaries. Like, yeah, I was a little loose, but I knew, like, I wasn't gonna be cursing in front of my mother. Right. It's different now.
Well, back then, remember, we was getting hit with extension cords.
whatever was near. Yeah, like, you might get busted out with this because it's next to me.
Getting slippers thrown at us, everything. Like my Jesus Christ was my grandmother. I used to run to her every time. Every chance I got, I ran her. I was not playing.
I get it. I freaking get it. But it's just so different now. I definitely want you to tap into that, a little bit later. All right, so growing up in Brooklyn, you got the bonus dad in the home showing you the ropes of what you will not do, mm-hmm. which is super dope. So now, how'd you end up in Long Island?
I had a job, a delivery job, mm-hmm. and I always said that I wanted to provide more for my daughter. Okay. So I was just house shopping. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take the chance.
So wait, time out. Let me pull back first. So you had your daughter in Brooklyn then. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's push back to that then. Where'd you meet wifey or mom?
My daughter's mother.
Yeah, your daughter's mom.
In high school at 16.
High school?
Yes.
Oh, y'all was a cute couple.
I wouldn't say cute couple, but we was a good couple.
You wasn't messing with no ugly girls, so stop playing.
I mean, I was at that time.
You know what?
I definitely was. I'm not lying. You want me to
stop playing? She was looking like something. You ain't gonna be 16 googly eye anything. Stop playing.
I mean, at that age, it's no real relationship. That's puppy love right there.
But you know what? A lot of people I know that's still making it out here, and they.
Of course. Well, listen, I wish that we would have made it.
Yeah,
of course. Because now my daughter got her mom and her dad in the same house.
Right.
I went through that, so I would never wanted her to go through it, mm-hmm. regardless of the situation with me and her mother. Right. I always try to make it work somehow, some way, even if I was wrong. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Let's how we gonna figure this out? Yeah. And it got to a point where it just didn't work no more. Yeah.
And that happens sometimes. That's the one thing I want to tell, let people understand. It's not always the worst of the worst when people don't work out. Sometimes mm-hmm. it's just how life goes. Right. You can have the same goal, but not have the same way of getting there. Mm-hmm. And then it just doesn't work. So, thank you for sharing that. So high school sweetheart, And y'all want to be grown and start doing the grown up stuff. So that's what happened.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man.
So stepmom say step in on that part then.
Nah, it's crazy. You wanna know what's crazy? Once again, it's crazy how life works. So we were supposed to initially have a son.
Wow.
At 8 months, the umbilical cord got wrapped around his neck.
No way.
At 8 months.
Wow.
So that situation happened March 31st.
Wow.
2 years later, my daughter's born March 24th.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So that's my miracle baby.
Yeah, absolutely. This
my
about to be good, y'all. Stop playing out here. What? Oh my goodness. So you guys went through the trauma in your relationship of losing a child.
Mm-hmm. It was more devastating for me because she was on meds. So she didn't know what was going on until
they had to tell
afterwards, until she actually came to her senses. But I was there. I saw everything happen. That was the first time I ever collapsed. I was like,
oh, you was one of the memes on social media? He was like this?
I was one of Michael Jordan memes that, oh, nah.
At the knee?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then that put me in a dark place. Yeah. For 2 years, it put me in a dark place. Nobody knew.
Y'all went through that alone?
No, we had my parents was backing me up 100%, but I took it upon myself to just leave me alone. I don't want nothing to do with nobody because I didn't know how I was gonna come off on people. So what was good for me at that time was just leave me alone. Clear. Right. Clear. And then 2 years later, here goes my daughter.
So let me ask you this, and if you care to touch that. One of the things that you said was significant was I just decided to isolate. Mm-hmm. Now looking back, was that the healthiest response? Because what I'm thinking is, I'm your woman, right? We just went through something devastating.
Right.
We're both hurting, but I still need you though.
Right. Well, I was.
So what was she going?
Well, I was around for her.
But you to be around and not be present.
Right. That was exactly it. Yeah. And I felt like it hurted her more, but it was just something that I had to go through. We all as humans go through
the facts,
emotional things that changes us
our own way.
Right. So at that point, like I said, I didn't want to do something that'll put me in a situation, and now I'm messed up, and now I can't help you.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? The best thing for me to do is just isolate myself from everybody, and when I'm ready and I'm focused, then I'll come back. Mm-hmm. But I was always still around.
Right.
But my mindset wasn't.
Yeah. You were disconnected.
Right.
Because you can check out. You can still be functioning, working, and all that, and be checked all the way out.
Yes. That's why now, like, you hear about all those, all about the mental issues.
The health issues.
Yes. Yeah. It's
real.
It's very powerful. Yeah. I don't play with that. Like when someone need a conversation.
Outlet,
just this is why I leave my social media active. Right. Like. Even if I don't, even if I don't know you, you can hit me up on a message and I will respond because that's such a big issue. I went through it, so I know how important it is.
Absolutely, and that's how you're gonna be able to help people because you're like, I get you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I get you. I was you.
Right.
And look at me now. You can get out of it. Of course. It may take you longer. It may take you shorter, but it can happen.
It all goes about. It all comes to the point where it always matters on how you go about it.
Right.
Absolutely. Nobody could get you out of a situation you don't want to get out of.
Right.
It's all based on you. Mm-hmm. So
absolutely. Because even like I was gonna stop you when you said I was hurting more than she was, and I try to help people to understand, and this is something I had to learn. You can't actually measure how another person feels.
Right.
When they react a certain way, you have to just learn how to not react or react the correct way.
And I was quiet.
Because you can't control.
Right, I was quiet. Mm-hmm. I was quiet. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew what I was going through. Everybody thought I was okay. Mm-hmm. Hee ha ha. But deep down, I'm like
dying inside. Yeah, like this is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with it.
I was so young.
Yeah, that was my first situation like that. I didn't know how to deal with it.
Right.
And then I wasn't listening to the advice that my parents was trying to give me because I felt like they didn't understand at that time. And like you said, I was still young.
Mm-hmm.
I was
y'all was big, y'all kids.
I was 20 years old.
Yeah, listen, 20. You ain't grown.
Yeah, I'm not grown. Yeah, I'm definitely not grown.
I said it. You're not grown at 20.
I still can't drink. Yeah. I still can't drink legally
at
the club. I need to be 21.
right. And that. Yeah, how about that? But it's like, you're still grown. You're still trying to find something. You still think you know everything. That's when you know you're not grown. When you think you know everything, you definitely ain't grown. Mm-hmm. So, I'm sure that was devastating for both of you, and you both just probably dealt with it in your own way. Because, as a young woman going through pregnancy, we go through emotions that you guys will never understand.
Of course.
So being a young 19, 20-year-old, she's going through hormones and things that she's never dealt with. Mm-hmm. So then to see her man, going through his own hurts, she probably didn't know how to deal with you. You probably know how to deal with her. So y'all went through this thing, probably still being sexually active. So baby's gonna come with sex. Mm-hmm. But a disconnect was there that probably just could not.
Right. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly you hit it. You hit the nail right.
Yeah. It happens.
Right in the middle.
It absolutely happens. All right. So now you guys are 20. Or when did you have the next?
22.
22. You guys are 22. That's when I had my son, my first son. So you guys are 22 years old. Now you're trying to figure it out. Now, how was that when you realized, we really do have a baby this time?
I still remember the words I said
to her. What was that like?
She was like, listen, I'm pregnant. I was like, oh shit, good luck. Oh my God, thank God. I said, I needed this. Yeah. I needed this.
Yeah.
And then that's when I started to bounce back to myself. And I made sure that she was good.
You checked back in?
Yes. I made sure that was my first priority.
Check back in?
Because that's when I really started to come to mind. She felt it more because the baby's literally inside of her.
She's going through this again.
Right. Yeah. Those are the emotions she's feeling, the baby's feeling as well.
Please help them understand that.
Yes.
When it comes to stressing the girl out and all the different things, and y'all mad, you don't like it, you done knocked up, you mad, it affects your child. Mm-hmm. It absolutely does. All the emotions. That's why back in the day, they wouldn't even let pregnant women go to funerals because they didn't want them to feel those emotions.
Right. But
it's serious.
But us as men, we take that for granted.
Yeah. Some of it's ignorance, though.
Of course.
Some of it's ignorance. Of course. Some of y'all just be caught up like, this beat. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even use that word. I stopped using that word.
Yeah.
Because I got a daughter now. Yeah. And I will.
Listen, sir. I get it. It's right word. That's hands and feet action right there.
I refuse to hear another man call my daughter the B word.
The same way. He'd be like,
don't play with me.
How do they do this?
Yes, don't play with me when it comes down.
Thank God, not to do it. Yeah. But so now your miracle baby is coming. So like you said, basically you check back in.
Right.
You like, I got another chance. Mm-hmm. We gotta do this one right. So now you're going through the motions. You guys are still in Brooklyn, right?
Right.
So now, what's the dynamics looking like? You got a place, so what's happening?
I was living in my mother's house at that time,
Listen,
and after she was born, like that's when reality kicked in. Like,
this is happening.
You're a man now.
We're all way in
now.
Yeah,
this is your family. Time. You got to support this family.
Wow. And then what?
That's when people started to get into our relationship.
People?
Just people in general, just friends. People that
why is that though?
Right outside.
Why would the baby come?
You
sure it wasn't already involved?
Well, for me it wasn't.
Maybe it heightened.
Right. For me it wasn't because I had made a promise to myself. This is my daughter now. I'ma just chill out.
Yeah.
There's nothing that could affect me now because now she's here.
It's go time.
Yeah, like I said, it put me in a place where it made me realize, okay, you're a dad now. Yeah. Now you gotta focus because now you're not living for yourself. Now you're living for somebody else.
Right.
So your actions is
gonna affect.
It's gonna affect her.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, how you do it.
Yep.
And thank God I noticed that at an early age.
Early on, right.
Right. Mm-hmm. So like I said, we just started to let a lot of outsiders in our relationship.
But do you think it was purposeful or it just kind of happened?
It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Social media played a big part in that.
Social media?
Yeah.
Why though?
People test.
Posting your photos. Like, what's that mean? Social media.
People take their shot.
Oh.
People,
that part.
Yeah, people take their shot. And when things aren't going good, you entertain it.
Like,
right. And that little
slithering snakes.
Right. That little line right there. That's a strong line.
That thing is real.
Yeah.
That thing is real. Yeah. So was that on both ends or most of yours?
It was on both.
Well,
it was on both.
So that means she ain't bad looking then. That.
Everything,
don't listen to me, y'all.
Everything happened for a reason.
Done with it right now. All right, so now there's some toxic energy happening with the baby being here because of outside entities. So then, how did the fallout happen? Where y'all were like, we just can't. How old was little mama?
My daughter was at 5 years old. Yeah, 5 years old.
Oh, y'all was still trying to stick it out there.
Yeah. Throughout everything, we was trying to stick it out. And during that whole process, I noticed things are gonna happen regardless, even if I want it or not. Things are gonna happen. This is life. You can't, as much as you want to say no, and as much as you want to fight for something, if it's not there, it's not there.
Right.
At the end of the day. So I had to learn that the hard way. So my daughter was 5 years old. She could tell you the story tomorrow. Wow. This day I got locked up. I don't want to incriminate myself through this podcast.
You went to jail, so ain't nothing to incriminate.
Yeah.
I think you got caught. So I don't want to incriminate myself. Damn, you went to jail. What you mean? It's over with. She pretending got a business now. What you talking about?
Trying to stay away from all that. But I'm actually showing a short documentary regarding this story.
All right, don't
later this month.
Okay. Oh, wait up, y'all. What?
Yeah, later this month. Yeah, because these are things.
And it's this month?
Yeah, because
look at God.
All these things, I know for sure I'm not the only one that's going through this.
Right. No, that's a fact.
So if I could put my story out there to help the next man, why not? Unfortunately, I didn't have that.
Right.
I didn't have that guidance. The only guidance that I had was the positive male friends around me. But they weren't even going through what I was going through. So, But it was only so much that they could tell me.
So it was like generic kind of advice and encouragement.
Don't do this, don't do that. You know what's gonna happen. But at that time, listen, don't. I'm not trying to listen.
I'm in this.
I'm not trying to listen to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna learn the hard way, and unfortunately, I did. But I made a bad situation into a positive one.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Okay. So 5 years old. Now let me ask you this, because I have an issue with this, but you can give me your take on it. When I say I have an issue with it, I understand that things happen, but I still don't really like it. Okay. So that's what I mean, that I have an issue with it.
Okay.
How much did your daughter know to be true about all that was going on with her parents? Because 5 years old, they be knowing. My 5-year-old know everything. Okay, he 8 now.
Honestly,
super smart.
honestly, I can't remember. I'm not even gonna say it and say that she knew a lot, because my daughter's the type that she'll try to just, if it's not broke, she won't. There's no need to fix it. And she was so paranoid of what was going on at that time. She didn't want to say anything.
Okay, but then that means it was affecting her.
Right. Yeah. And I know the situation that occurred. It definitely did affect her, because she still remembered it to this day. Yeah. She could tell you clear as water.
Kids remember trauma.
What?
They remember trauma, for sure. They remember how they felt. They remember being scared.
What?
They remember, like, not wanting certain things to happen. So they remember.
This little girl is 10 years old, and it's things that I don't even remember that she'll bring up. Daddy, you remember this? You remember that? Oh, what? Wait,
wow.
hold on.
They have little minds, man. And these new kids is different. Like, they be just knowing. They just be knowing.
But one thing's for certain, she know that she got a crazy father.
Right.
I don't play that. I'm not playing that.
We're going to say she knows she got a father who don't play about her. We ain't going to call him crazy. Ain't no crazy people up here, y'all. He don't play about her. That's that me. I love that. All right. So, 5 years old, you guys decide, listen, this math ain't mathing. This ain't hit. This ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get to a place of healthiness when it came to your daughter? And if you don't know what I mean, I'll
right. It's when I got locked up.
Okay.
I thought
was it a long stretch?
It was a week, but that week it's not in bookings that I went to. I went to bookings and then I went. They transferred me to the boat in the Bronx.
Oh no, not BX.
Yes.
Woo! Yeah, he woke up, y'all.
Yes.
He said, "This ain't it."
And then during that ride to the boat, they had a pedophile in there, and I tell the CEO, like, listen, please remove him or keep me away from me, because how I feel now, I'm already in here.
Yeah.
So I might as well let out all my anger.
I got that part. Mm-hmm. I got that part. Oh yeah, you did a week out there. You was like,
look, I got bailed out the next day. It was Sunday. I got bailed out the next day. They held me a week in there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it was God that kind of hurt you a little bit?
I don't.
So you could chill out?
I don't. Honestly, me looking back on it, yes. Yeah. Because I know if I would have came out that same day or the next day, I would have just right. Yeah. And it didn't give me enough time to really think about the situation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So me being in there a week, you see a lot of things that you only see on TV or you hear from your friends that been in those type of situations. Mm-hmm. So I noticed everything that was going on. I said, you know what, this is not for me. Right. Me being told what to do, me being told what to eat.
Look, I'm a CEO.
I'm good. I'm straight on that. Yeah. Listen, I'm a grown man. I don't need another grown man. Yeah, I don't need another grown man telling me what to do or how to live my life. I'm okay. I love my freedom.
Right. Fast.
So when I got out, I called a friend and I told him to listen, just make me a logo. I need a logo for a clothing. So he was like, "What's the name?" I said, "I'll get back to you." Literally 5 minutes later, Daddy and Daughter Crew clothing.
Love it.
It came to mind. I thought about it. I was like, "Why was I in there in the first place?"
Come on in here.
Because my daughter.
Word.
So why not make a tough situation
into a movement?
Of course, that's the plan.
Fire.
That's the plan. That's the ultimate
goal. I love this story.
Yes. So he did it, and then right away I got on the clothing.
That's dope. And what year was this?
This was in 2018. 2018.
Dope. Mm-hmm. So now, what little mama say when you just came home doing this?
She was like, she didn't know what was going on.
Right.
But I always had her in merchandise.
Gotcha.
And the activities that we were doing, those were just regular daily father and daughter activities. Yeah. That any father would do with their child.
So like what? Like what was it? Because I want to understand.
Like we would go out on carnivals.
Yeah.
Picnic dates. What else? We started a YouTube channel.
Love this.
Yes. So all that was going on. I always made sure that we had our merchandise.
Let me ask this: What was mom doing? What was the mom doing?
I had no connection. I didn't want to have no connection with mom.
So let me get this: You come home from that situation.
Right. How mom was with somebody else.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
So this is why.
Mom moved on.
Yeah, mom moved on. So I knew it was time for me to move on.
Okay.
And the only thing that was helping me move on was being involved with the clothing. That took a major time off my hands. Major.
It kept you busy.
Right.
And you was winning because it was always connected to your daughter. Mm-hmm. That's dope. So now, court.
Right.
Where is this coming at?
Roughly when I got out.
Okay.
Roughly when I got out.
Was it like a big fight as in the mental place he's in? He just came home from jail. Was it that, or was it just allowing the courts to do them?
No, I didn't know what to expect, honestly, because you hear so much stories about child support.
You only hear the bad, yeah.
You don't know what to expect when you're going into those type of buildings.
Yeah.
So when you get up there, you see a bunch of females. and literally is only 5% of males that's there, and some are there because they fighting to get time for their kids, or change their alimony on the amount,
supervisory.
So that's a lot. So once they called my name, it was just like, oh man, I don't know. I don't even know what to expect. I'm gonna just go in there with a clear mind and pray for the best. And when I got in there, I had a female judge, and right away, she saw my record. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a field day with you." Told me just like
first day. She said those words.
Told me just
what the heck?
Told me just like that.
Oh nah, there gotta be some type of something with that. You can't be saying that. I'm gonna have a field day with you.
It was two ladies. It was two. It was a female judge and a female lawyer, and it was me and my daughter's mother.
And she said we about to have a field day.
And that was scary. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, that's scary.
Scary man. I wasn't even in. Like, lady, what's
that's scary?
I'm gonna get a shot.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, all right. So what's going on?
Crazy.
So, she allowed me to tell my story, and it was basically went through one and came out the other.
Because she already said what it is.
So I was like, oh
that's
man,
messed up.
I'm like, oh Lord. So I got to do something now to really keep my mind off this, because now this could take me. This could take me back to square one.
And that. Wow.
Do I really want to go back to jail?
No, you don't.
I don't glorify being in jail.
Right.
That's not success for me.
Yeah. Come on with the bars. Jail is not success. Hello.
Definitely.
We're gonna make that a shirt.
Yes.
I'm about to make it tomorrow for him. Jail is not a success.
Definitely.
Hashtag daddy to the crew.
Yes.
Real talk.
Preach that.
Come on.
Yeah. So I just continued with the clothing, and I saw the sales increasing. I said, okay, people, really, people really in tune with what I'm doing. So that me just seeing that, it boosts my confidence.
Yeah, I see that.
I say, all right, now I think I got something. So I say, you know what? Let me test my luck. I did a billboard on Times Square with my daughter.
Love that.
And
now, what year is this? This is still the same year?
No, this was I would say 2019, 2020.
Okay.
Roughly.
Okay.
And
so before the pandemic.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. And I saw the reaction. I was like, oh, okay. I definitely got something going now.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm about to run with this.
Right.
And then the pandemic hit. And I didn't know. Well, we didn't know how bad.
What to expect.
Right.
Yeah.
So we changed the visitation rates to 2 weeks. To 2 weeks, because we didn't know how serious it was. So it went from me having her every week, every weekend, to me having her every other weekend. Now.
Okay.
Then it became me not having her at all.
But how did that happen?
Because the courts is closed.
Yep.
And she decided to be petty and not allow me to see. Right.
Okay.
So now.
But let me say this. Well, you know her. I don't.
Right.
But during the pandemic, no one was really coming out.
Nobody was coming out.
So was it all the way petty, or was it a safety issue?
I mean, I wasn't even allowed to speak to my daughter.
Okay, yeah, that's
so.
I was trying to help. I just killed that. Okay, move on.
Yeah, I wasn't even allowed to speak to her.
Okay, wow.
I didn't speak to my daughter for a year.
12 months?
For a year.
So the first year of the pandemic, you didn't speak to her?
I didn't speak to my daughter. I spoke to my.
How does that work?
I'll tell you right now. I spoke to my daughter the week of her birthday.
Once. In the 12 months.
That was literally a 4-minute conversation through FaceTime. And then and then I saw her for her birthday. But then after that, it was right back to me not speaking.
No.
Yeah. The courts was closed.
What was the conversation? Was there a conversation where it was like, no, click, and then you didn't speak to something?
No. No. Me, like, if I feel like with me and her, I don't communicate over the phone, because I'm so scared of the situation. honestly. So I'd rather email. Email for me is best.
But I know what you're saying, but I need you to explain to them what you're scared of.
Just going back to the same situation, getting locked up.
No.
I don't want.
Locked up
Yeah,
and no.
yeah. I'm
Not being
okay.
able to see your daughter.
I'm okay. If it affects my peace,
come on here,
I'll
D.
push it away.
Yeah.
I'll push it away because I know it's not me.
That's a bar.
I know it's not me. I'm not. I'm trying.
Right.
So when my daughter does get older and realizes the situation for what it was, I can show her the proof.
Right.
Look, these are the emails.
So wait, this is going on while she has a guy. She has a man. So there's a man in your home. Watch you not allow her, the daughter, to see her father. Nah, he different too. Okay.
That's well. He's one of the reasons why I got locked up because he put out an order of protection against me.
Okay.
But we're gonna save that story for the
documentary.
Yes.
I caught that. All right. So fast forwarding. So after the billboard, you're getting, people seeing what it is, they're supporting, but then the pandemic hit.
Right.
Now you're not able to see your daughter for a whole year. What was that like up here?
It was draining. It was life draining. Because
I feel drained.
Yeah, it was life draining because it was so easy for me to step back into that hole that I was once in.
Yeah.
And to this day, I appreciate everyone that supported me, that was behind me, that encouraged me. Look, listen, things are gonna get better. You don't want to put yourself back into that situation that you once was. Remember where you came from to how you are now.
Right.
And one of my biggest supporters to this day is my brother. He's been with me.
This is your dad's son.
No. This is my best friend, but
gotcha.
This is my brother.
Yeah.
Anything I need, he's there. He got me to this point mentally.
Right.
Without him, I wouldn't even be in the state of mind that I'm in now.
Gotcha. You ever had therapy?
No. Oh yes, I did. Matter of fact, I was 14 when I had therapy. Okay. That's when I learned about the Snapple top.
About the what?
The Snapple top.
What's that?
When you
tell us.
Yeah, when you feeling certain anger coming up, you go like this, and when you they show you about the rubber band too.
Oh, rubber band, yeah. Oh, now I got it. Okay, I thought something else happened. I'm like, this something from the Bronx.
No.
What happened here? I'm like, teach us something. Oh yeah, no, I got you. So he's basically saying in reference to when you have the anger triggers. That's what he's referring to. Okay, got you. Wow. Shout out to the real friends, yo.
Yes.
Real talk. Shout out to the real friends who know what it's hitting for, know how a situation could have went.
Right.
But their love and their support is what shift the narrative.
And he saw me going. He saw me going through this.
Right.
He used to be my manager when I used to work at Rent-A-Center.
Wow, Rent-A-Center. Wait, Rent-A-Center's still around?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I got locked up. As soon as I got off from work, he came to pick me up in the Rent-A-Center van.
I'm going to get my man.
He pulled up. He pulled up with the Rent-A-Center van. Like, yo,
that's a friend, y'all.
Come on, we
love
out.
That.
Come on.
Dope. That was cool.
Yes.
Wow. All right, so now the year goes by. How do you guys end up connecting where you now talk to your daughter? What happened? And was this a thing where
she saw how she was when she saw me for her birthday?
Okay. Oh, so the last time you saw her for her birthday was the end of that year that she could not see her. Gotcha.
So she had
to go through some real pain to watch her daughter hurt for her to check in and say, all right, I got to do something. Wow.
So her seeing her like that, it opened something in her brain. Yeah. It triggered something. And to this day, I thank God it did.
Yeah, sir. Shoot.
So during the whole time, man, once again, I had to figure out something to do
in that time.
That way, I won't fall back to that thing. Right. It's so easy to lose focus.
Right. I need you to say something right there to the men that have lost focus, that have not just been to jail once, but more than once,
Right.
because they just couldn't take it. They were so mad. Like, what do you say? What do you say?
Just be positive in the situation.
Yeah.
You could turn any situation from a negative to a positive. You don't get your time back. Timing is very important. So if you throw if you lose your composure for 5 minutes and it doesn't make sense in the next year, that's timing that you're not getting back. That is time that you're neglecting your child.
Yeah. So it's about the child.
Right.
It's about the
child. So
child.
you being in jail, how's that helping the child?
Right. I think I might have shared it more than once. There's a judge, black female judge. Her name is Judge Toller. I don't know if you know who she is. But it was a young man in her court, right? With his pregnant side chick and his wife.
I mean, you see a lot of that now.
Yeah, right? So the wife is in there, I guess, trying to finally get her divorce.
Right.
The side chick making a complete fool of herself.
As she should.
Super pregnant, calling chick name, all stuff. I'm like, girl, why are you mad at her?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you slept with her man.
Right.
So fast forward, and Judge Toller asked him something. I don't know if it was about work, whatever she asked him. I guess, like, how are you going to take care of this child? Mm-hmm. Whatever she asked. And he ended up revealing that he did time. So Judge Toller's whole energy changed. Mm-hmm. And she just turned into mom. And she says to this young man, she says, do you know that when I first started as a judge, I wrote, she wrote an article, she did something, she wrote an article or something. She called it the Lost 18, something like that. Lost 18, whatever it was. But she was getting a bunch of 18-year-olds coming into court, going to jail. And she was like, it hurt my heart that I had to keep singing this. She said, you need to understand that when you go into jail, that the children hurt. Mm-hmm. They need access to you, but they don't have it. So you are supposed to be obligated to do for your children.
And she's 100% right.
100% right.
100% right.
And you see him like tearing up. You know what I'm saying?
But that in today's...
She's like, we need you.
Right.
That's what she said to this young man. So I think that if we have more men like you, mm-hmm. who can say, listen, I get it. I was mad. Right. I wanted to hurt everybody over my daughter. But I had to realize I can't, because she still needs access to me. Of course.
I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to waste 5 minutes of my time on something that's not going to, it's not going to do anything for me.
It's going to hurt. It's not going to help.
It's not going to hurt. It's not going to be any beneficial to me or my daughter.
Your daughter, yeah.
So why should I even give it 5 minutes of my time?
Good for you. So she finally came to her senses. Right. That's what we're going to say.
Right.
And put her daughter's feelings first. Mm-hmm. And now you guys are back together. So what was the first, do you remember the first thing you did with her?
Man. Oh, what did I?
And how old was she now?
She just turned 10. Yeah, she was 8.
I did good, didn't I?
Hey, you real good. What? Wow. I think I took her to the spa. Oh yeah, matter of fact, I took her shopping, and then I took her to the spa.
What spa was it?
It was the Daddy and Daughter Cruise spa.
Wait.
All right.
I
started this during the pandemic.
During the pandemic?
That was my escape. That was my escape route. Like I said,
time out. Rewind.
Yeah.
So you're not able to see your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Pandemic hit.
Right.
What made you open up a spa though?
Well, our first YouTube video, I took her to a spa.
Okay.
And that was my first time ever going to a spa.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that was my first time. I enjoyed it because I saw how she was. That was her first time going to a spa too. So going through that experience, mm-hmm. it was amazing for me to see. Mm-hmm. So while we was sitting down getting our toes done, she looked at me randomly, Daddy, why don't you open up your own spa?
Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Listen here. Mm-hmm. Little Mama's the reason that we
Yes.
have daddy-daughter spa?
Yes.
Daddy-daughter group spa?
Mm-hmm. So
I love that.
Yeah, so that was always an idea in the back of my head. So when the pandemic hit and I wasn't able to see her because of that certain reason, once again I had to think about something to take my mind off.
Yeah.
So you know what? I got the funds.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go for it. Wow. And miraculously, the store that I stopped at the stoplight 3 times. 3 times, and
you like this is it.
Yeah, it just caught
was like
my
magnetic.
Yeah,
like,
I was like, oh man, now this is the 3rd time I got a call.
Oh my gosh.
So when I called, I set up the interview, I did everything. Within a month I signed. Within a month, I said, you know what, I'm not playing. This is it.
This is it.
This is my first business. I gotta make sure I make it count.
Word.
So this is going to my daughter.
I love this.
So that right there took all the energy out of me. All the energy out of me. So yeah.
That is I can't with this. So Little Mama used the words, why don't you open up a spa, Dad? And you like basically was like, okay. You get the spot, 3rd time's a charm. You sign the papers a month in. What's the next thing you do? Because now it's a spa. You gotta find professionals. You gotta find people to the decor. You gotta have a vision. What was that like?
That was the hardest part.
That's what I'm feeling.
That was the hardest part.
Yeah.
That's still the hardest part. Because people don't share your same vision.
Yo, say that one.
So you could explain something to a person 10 times and it'll go through one ear and come out the other.
Right.
It don't matter how you break it down to them. You could break it down A, B, C, and D, or backwards.
Right.
And they'll still look at you crazy.
They're like, Ellen,
right. Look, I ain't come here for this.
Right.
I came here to work, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, man. It's hard.
What I was presenting to my workers, it's like, look, listen, y'all could gain.
Well, this is cookie cut.
Yeah,
let's go.
This is multiple funds coming in.
Right. Let's go.
As long as you do your part, that's all that matters.
Yo, he said. So where did you change? Like, man, I don't know what's going on with these people.
Yeah.
So now, even when it comes to that, was it something where you reached out to those in your core, in your space, the friends, and what was that like?
My first day painting, all 5 friends reached out to me because they saw me putting it on live. It's like, all right, you
was like, I'm doing this. What's up?
Because people really didn't think that I was
happening.
That I was gonna go forward with. And once they saw, there was no turning back. He's not playing. Let me help him.
Wow.
I'm not when I'm committed to something.
I was gonna say
it's nothing that can change my mind.
Love that though.
It's nothing that can change my mind, especially when I know it's gonna be beneficial to my daughter.
You see the vision.
Of course.
That's the thing. You gotta see it before you see it. I say that all the time. If you don't see it before you see it, you just doing stuff. That's dope.
It's a waste of time for you and the next person.
The facts.
So I just say, you know what? Let me just go for it.
So now you in there painting. And then what happens?
Man, like you said, getting the workers. This is my first business. Right. So now I got to do the research.
All the way in.
I got to put in the work.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did.
So
I changed that whole place around. When this is done, I'm going to show you the pictures from before.
I got to see.
Yes.
Wow. That is cool. So now, was it a thing where you're like, okay, well, let me look for people who's estheticians. Like, I got to go on Indeed. Like, what was the dynamic?
I didn't know exactly what to look for.
Right.
Immediately.
I definitely know somebody that do feet.
Right.
Because they did our feet.
So, the perfect person to go to was my mother. I was
right.
Mom.
Like, what else?
What do I do?
Right.
Because I did the hard part. I think I did the hard part was setting up, getting everything together. Now I gotta hire people. I don't know what I'm looking for.
What am I looking for?
I know I gotta have somebody do nails, feet. What else do you ladies, go for in these type of places? So she gave me the 411.
Right. How proud was mom?
Oh man, she was.
She must be like, yo, my son is dope.
Yeah, she was like, yo, you really doing this?
I love this.
Like, I'm not playing.
Right.
I'm not getting any younger.
Right.
My time.
You build a legacy.
Yes.
Let's go. Wow. Mom was probably like, oh, he's for real. Oh, okay. Well, you need this.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So then how did you start the process of the employees?
Well, I went on Indeed.
You did go on Indeed.
Of course.
I just threw it out.
Yes.
Okay.
I went on Indeed. I put on I made a lot of posters.
Indeed.com.
Yes, Indeed.com. I put out posters.
Right.
What else? Social media.
Right.
Social media was big.
So you got a big following on social media. Yeah. I gotta step it up.
Yes.
All right, make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all follow me.
Yes. And
that's hilarious.
I know a lot of people.
That's dope.
So,
but character is what people remember.
Yes.
So you gotta be solid. People don't follow just because you're cool. They follow because you're solid.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to follow me because they think I dress well,
right?
Or I'm cool. No, I want everyone to follow me because of the message that I'm trying to leave behind.
Let's go.
So,
fire.
Of course.
All right. So mom is like, okay, my son he ain't playing, so let's go.
Yeah.
So you're on Indeed. You're going through the process. Give us a story that might stick out in reference to like doing interviews.
Oh,
not man. The roll the other. He did the man. He did the roll of the eyes like when we was kids. Like he did that.
The first female that I interviewed, like her expectations were through the roof.
Like what though?
I want $21 an hour. I want healthcare.
Oh.
I want somebody to come pick me up because I live such. I'm like, do I look like? Do I have is this a babysitting company? No.
She was like, hello.
Yeah.
You don't know who I am, but let me help you.
Oh my God. And it was just like, okay. Now
Thank you for your time.
Right. I have to mentally prepare myself for things like this.
Right. That is true.
Because this is the first one. This is the first amendment. Right. And I know this is not going to be the last. So I was like, you know what? All right, cool. All right. I know what to do. I know how to approach the next situations.
All right, so share with us like what's the setup like? Like do you have a certain amount of nail techs?
Well, we have 4 nail techs booth.
4. Okay.
Yeah, 4. I'm in the process right now of setting up a shirt shop.
Okay.
So when customers do come in there with their let me rephrase that. When fathers do come in there with their daughters, they both get a daddy and daughter cruise spa shirt.
Love that.
We look out. I make sure I look out for the mothers as well.
Yeah, let's go.
I give y'all flowers,
okay,
candles.
Okay.
I make it real nice.
Let's go. He got us, sis. Okay.
And
we're not forgetting.
Of course, y'all the main people. And we also do sipping paintings.
Love that. Absolutely love that. That's gonna always get people to do it.
Yes.
People love to sip paint. I don't know where that came from, but whoever thought of it, good job.
The first one that we did it on Halloween.
Oh, that was probably dope.
Oh my God. Oh,
that was a great idea. Who came up with that?
That was me.
You ain't come up with that. He did not. I'm just joking.
That
was cool.
That was me.
That was cool.
And it went great. The amount of kids that was there, they all had a good time.
I know they had a good time.
Yes. So that was just something that I was just testing the waters with. And then,
like, wow.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna work because what spa actually offers those type of services?
Love that. So let me ask you this. Did you ever have a situation where you had a father and a daughter come in and he just automatically came to you and just wanted to talk and thank you?
I get those all the time.
All the time?
It was a father that came in there for Mother's Day with his wife and his 2 daughters. And I had to drop my daughter off back to her mother. But me and him had briefly spoke over the phone.
Okay.
So we knew of each other.
Right.
So when he first saw me, he didn't know how to approach me.
Right.
Because I guess because of the outlook or how I present myself.
Okay.
Like this? Yeah, I'm very calm.
Okay.
So
well, was he more like
he was just more shocked that You're the owner.
Oh, it's like, yeah, like I'm expecting him to look a certain way.
Right.
So regular.
Look,
And young.
I had my daughter's party, and I hosted my daughter's party in the spa. Mm-hmm. Her friend came from a school, and her dad thought that my dad was the owner.
Mm-hmm.
So when he saw me, he was like,
"He's like,
you the owner? How old are you?" It's like 32.
I love it.
32.
Now there was a meme that showed like people looking at the owner, the different suits and stuff like that, and they're like, "No, that's the owner. Dude had on sweatpants." You know what I'm saying?
I saw that.
They
same
assume,
meme. Yes.
But he had on sweatpants. Like, no, the owner got on sweats. I made my husband a shirt that says that.
I'm cool.
actually the owner.
Listen, sweatpants.
Yeah.
Sweatsuits.
Yourself.
I'm more comfortable in that.
I
can maneuver the way I want to.
Mm-hmm.
When it's time for me to get dressed up, then I have no problem. But regularly, you'll see me in regular clothes.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever thought about like having like a lounge, there for the men to like?
So I have a second room.
Okay.
I rented out the second room.
Okay.
So the tenant is leaving next month.
Good
so
God, man.
I'm gonna do something. I want to do a room for the fathers to really enjoy themselves.
Maybe like a cigar night. I don't know if you're into cigars, but you can listen. You can come up with something.
No, listen, I just opened up my daughter LLC.
I saw that. I was gonna get to that later, but
okay.
Since you brought it up, you can say it now.
So now, when someone is getting a service in the spa, now you could go outside and get a smoothie.
Right, it's hers. Listen, people, are you paying attention?
Longevity,
building an empire, leaving behind a legacy, and teaching your children about generational wealth.
Yes.
You have to normalize these things. I can't say enough on this platform. I don't have the followers he got yet, but the ones I got, the 12 folks that's liking my stuff, hear me clear, okay?
Yes,
let's go. I just showed the last person, my son's clothing line, my 8-year-old, got his own clothing line. Listen, these kids, we got to teach them something different. Like he said earlier, they don't have to go through the stuff we went through. They don't got to get it from the mud, and that's fine. You know
I was just thinking about. I was just talking to my daughter this past weekend. I took her shopping. I said, "Look, we went to Zara's." I said, "Look, you got somebody's last name."
Exactly.
I said, "So why can't you? Why can't you have somebody with your brand?"
Yeah, exactly. You can. The end.
We look cool wearing other people's brand, but won't support our own.
Yo, say that one. Say that one. Stop asking for a discount, man.
Oh man, what?
Stop asking for a discount.
Oh, yes, please.
Stop asking for a discount.
Yeah, because when you go to Gucci,
stop getting mad.
Yeah, when you go to Gucci, you can't.
That's why I'm starting to believe half the stuff is fake. I promise you. Right. I'm like, no way you're mad at me over a $30 t-shirt. Okay? And you say that you walking Gucci and all those other things.
$500.
It can't be real.
Look, listen,
I said about $25.
When I was 18, I used to go to Gucci. I used to buy all that expensive stuff. And one day I tried to get a little discount. I didn't have $5. The guy did not want to.
No, they ain't budget.
So I had to look at my friend like, yo.
Literally, the price is the price.
Yes.
Period.
So it's like, why should I bend over backwards for you?
I'm not doing it.
This is my money that I'm investing.
I'm not doing it.
Exactly. This is why now.
Keep that same energy.
If you want me to support you, you support me.
The facts. Let's normalize that
as
well. Please, let's normalize that as well.
It's 10 times harder when you're doing something by yourself, especially.
Yeah. So
now you want a handout and you want a discount.
It's actually disrespectful. Let's be clear. It is disrespectful.
Of course.
To ask somebody who's doing it from they learn it as they go. They had enough faith or they had enough balls, as you would say, excuse my language, to jump out there and do something a vision that they saw, not knowing everything, and then here you go like, oh, well, I'm saying we family though. Family pays. My friends pay.
Right.
What I'm saying? Unless it's a thing where we got that understanding where I would never let you pay. That's on me.
Let me tell you something. You learn who your friends is when you start a business.
Absolutely.
You learn who your friends are when you start a business, because then that's when you see who supports you.
Right.
It's so easy to go on.
That's when you see who's jealous of you too.
Yeah, of course. But it's so easy to go on social media and just press share.
That's a fact. Or like it.
Or like
it.
it,
Go
yeah.
with the algorithm. Right. Oh,
you sharing the next person. You sharing the next artist that you don't know.
They be killing me sharing these celebrities that we'll never meet. Going hard. What? Listen, I be ready to blow people up sometimes. Like, you was just in my DMs asking me how I started A, B, and C. I just helped you get your LLC. I just connected you with a lawyer, and you up there posting this person. Mm-hmm. Seriously, beloved? Mm-hmm. Got you. We gotta do better than that. Of course. This is why now, like, I keep an open eye for the people that truly support me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll speak to anyone with no problem. Mm-hmm. But when it comes down to actual support, I keep that close to me. Mm-hmm. I get that. I absolutely get that. Mm-hmm. So now she's 10 now. Yes. Right? She's 10. Yeah. So when it came to the smoothie thing, was that her idea too? No. That was you? That was me. I gave it to her for her birthday, her 10th birthday. Love that. Yes. Love that. Yes. So was she crying in the video? Was that her principal? She would no. The video that you saw that she was crying, that's when that was my grand opening. Oh. That was my grand opening. And that was who was the lady? The lady, she's a principal from in Harlem. Okay. She's a part of a group called OSG, Off School Grounds. Okay. And they're for the youth. They support the youth 100%. Oh, I need to connect. Yes. I'll definitely. I got a heart for the kids. Yes, man. I'll definitely. That's dope. Put that together. That's dope. But her name is Sean. She's very amazing. Mm-hmm. She is for a principal. She really truly cares. Do the work. Yeah, she does the work. Yes. We gotta bring those educators back that really have a heart for the kids. And I get it. In certain areas, it's hard because these kids, wow, they beat up teachers. We get it, but. Shout out to the educators who really do have a heart for our kids. We see you and we love you. Mm-hmm. Like, real talk. That was awesome. Yes. That was awesome. So I always said I was going to give her something when she gets to 10. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what I was going to do. Right. But I knew I was going to do something that'll impact her life looking back. For the rest of her life. Right. Yeah. So when I got the opportunity to create the LLC for her, I just went for it. Love that. So... now you guys are back together. Mm-hmm. Y'all like peanut butter and jelly. You're back together now. Right. You officially have the spa going. She has her smoothie line going. What is going to happen when it comes to, other entities? When she gets older, do you want to have more spas? What's next? Well, I know you can't speak too much on documentary. Of course, I'm gonna put everything that we're speaking about is going to be in the documentary. Okay. That's coming out later this month. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put that in a movie theater in Brooklyn. So love that. I'm going to invite you. We coming? Yes. Me and my crew. Yes. Love that. Appreciate it. I definitely want to open more spas going forward. Okay. But for right now, I have to focus on my main one. Making it flow. Right. I gotta build the foundation up. Mm-hmm. So this is what I'm doing now. And it's just me. Right. So you got to get that team together that you can trust, that's going to see the vision. Right. Like I keep telling people, it's so important that those around you see your vision, treat it like it's their own. Mm-hmm. Soon as the people start acting weird and they want to do their own thing, you kind of got to let them fly because you can't even take it personal. When they see your vision as if it's theirs, they're going to work hard. And I tell everybody this, just work with me. Once we get to a certain point in life, then you guys can branch out. Yeah, do you? I have no problem with same energy. Right. I don't have no problem reciprocating the same energy you gave me. Right. But if you're gonna be along for this ride, be along for this ride. Yeah. Just don't act like you can come on and off whenever you feel like it. No, because it's not that type of train. No. That was good, sir. That was good. So that was good. Yes. And what is your thought on, because that sounds like more like a friendship thing. What is your thought on mixing friendship and business? I don't do that. Okay. I learned the hard way. You don't see a person's true colors until you go into business with them. Mm-hmm. And before I end the friendship, I'd rather just not. Right. I'd rather just not. Got you. I like that. That was good. That was absolutely good. So now you've been in the business. Wait, how long has it been open now?
Since August.
That's this month. That's this year.
Since August.
I mean, this year. I gotta get my life together. So 2021, August of 2021, and we are now March. No, we're not. We're in May. Woo. Woo. Yo, when I tell you the years is flying, I feel crazy sometimes. Woo. Like this is weird.
Yeah, you gotta give us our time. Let's enjoy our time.
I'm telling you, but it's just crazy. So from August till now, what are what's some of the advice you would give someone who's like, yo, I just came on, you know what I'm saying, seeing his interview on How Michael Lacey podcast. Yo, dude sound like, you know, he got vision, he got this, he got that. I think I want to start a business too. What is the first thing that comes to mind that you would give a person in reference to advice?
Just do the research on the name that you want, and then actually get the LLC, or the S corp, whatever type of corporation you desire or you into, and then just put in the work, right? Because things aren't gonna happen because you want it to happen,
right?
Yeah, you can have the vision, but the work got to follow the vision. It's not just gonna happen by itself,
right? So. Now, also, the T-shirt line is what funded the spot.
Yes, for the most part, yes.
Did you hit $1 million?
No.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Almost. You close.
Almost.
Okay. Let's go, y'all.
Almost.
Y'all gotta get these businesses together.
Almost. And if
do the work.
Yeah, if I did it and I came, I'm a normal person.
God, no respectful person.
Yeah, I'm a normal person.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can find somebody that been through the same thing I've been through.
Absolutely.
But the only thing that puts me in a different position is I really decided to do something with my life.
Right.
I went out and I said, you know what? I know, like I said, I'm not the only person that's going through this.
Right.
Let me become an advocate.
Yeah, sir.
For the fathers.
Yeah.
Let me become a role model to the up and coming fathers.
Absolutely.
Because we need more people like this.
Yes.
We need more people like this.
We do.
There's more mothers that's really being portrayed for the work that they do, and less fathers that's doing the work that they do.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. You know, what do you, we're going to close soon, but what do you say to, what are your thoughts on just the state? Because, you know, you basically tapped into, you know, the mental health part of it. Mm-hmm. You know, when you go to the devastation of having your child taken from you, or having a judge in a robe tell you to your face, I'm going to have that ticked me off. I ain't gonna hold you. Having a judge tell you to your face, I'm gonna have a field day with you because they see your paperwork. Mm-hmm. You know, what do you say?
And then they look at the type of person they go about based off how you look.
And that. Oh yeah.
They see they see I'm a young man, roughly in my 20s. Oh, they're gonna have a field day with you.
I can't believe she said that. That was crazy. Mm-hmm. So what is your take on the state of our men? You know, I shared last month when I had the men come on that we're seeing an influx of our men committing suicide. We're seeing an influx of men killing their wives, killing their baby mamas. It's a lot of that happening.
It was a month ago. I seen the video where the guy on it was on Instagram. The guy killed his I believe his pregnant mom, and then the side chick
killed the wife.
She opened the door and he went. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. That was devastating.
Right.
I had nightmares after watching that one.
What are you getting? For me, I understand. I understand the frustration, but it's other ways in dealing with those emotions, those type of emotions. If you just allow yourself and allow your anger to control you and take the best of you and put you in a situation where you don't see anything but just dark, that's dangerous. That's scary.
Right.
You have to figure out what can you do to take yourself out that position. Right. And my advice would be to go to the gym. Yeah. The gym, it did wonders for me. Mm-hmm. Did wonders for me. Mm-hmm. and I didn't see the results
right
at the time.
But you was feeling different.
Right. I was feeling different. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just going 3 times a day. I was like,
Three times a day?
Yeah, 3 times a day.
He was going ham.
I was going before work.
But it was helping.
Yeah, I was going before work. Then I was going on my lunch break because I had the gym right around the corner from where I used to work.
Wow.
And then I would go right after work.
Wow.
So that was my daily.
I think he just chose violence on me again.
That was my daily routine, going to the gym and working. So that took a lot of things off my mind. Even now, I'm human. So yeah, I get upset.
Right.
But I just know how to deal with the situation a lot better. Now when I wake up at 3:30 in the morning every day, faithfully. And I meditate for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I listen to the same audio every day. And I just vision how I want my day to go. Right. Realistically, it's not gonna go off. Cool. But you have to prepare yourself. Because those type of situations are gonna make you into a better person. Right. And it's gonna make you realize on how to deal with certain situations. Yeah.
And I think it also helps you to realize that trouble don't last always. Before you know it, everything's kind of cool.
Of course, but when you're doing good, that's when trouble follows you.
Oh, this is true. Listen, you're gonna get some attacks. That's a fact.
What?
But the meditation, the prayer, and the mental thought to say my day is gonna be good is what'll make it. Even when it's trouble, it won't sting as much.
And now, even that, within the middle of the day, if I'm having a rough day, I'll just call somebody and I'll just vent.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to listen, but you're gonna listen.
You're gonna get these words.
Right. You're gonna hear my words, and then I'll call you back and I'll apologize.
Right.
So you can call me. Right. Yo, you can call me back like, yo, you were bugging. But I'd rather that than me go out and do something that's gonna land me in the same situation.
But that also comes with awareness, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're aware that I could go there.
Look. I'm aware that within minutes, within seconds, things. I can lose everything.
Yes, sir.
And if I lose everything, how is that beneficial to my daughter?
To anybody.
Everything that I'm doing now relates back to my daughter. So I have to think twice before I think once.
Right. Boop. And you heard that right. Hello in here, somebody.
Yes.
Knock, knock. Yeah. So now, thank you for sharing that, in reference to the guy, so I was glad you knew the exact video I was referring to.
Yes.
So now, like I said, shout out to the guys who now officially have custody of their their children, period. I've been seeing an influx of that, and that's been, as a mom, I ain't gonna hold you. As a mom, I was a little uncomfortable at first when I started seeing it, because then I said, well, what are we doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said, well, what y'all chicks out here doing? But then the more I'm on social media, I'm like, I kind of see what y'all chicks out here doing.
But you don't really.
Thank you, Dad, for getting your kid, because she out of control.
But you don't really see dads coming out and really talking or speaking publicly.
That is true. I don't really see it. I just happen to know.
Right.
And you're right about that.
You may know friends, family members, of course, that are gonna handle their business and make sure that their child is in the right place.
Right.
But realistically, you don't really see that.
No, you really honest. I can't say I see it. I know about it.
Right.
Because of the individual I know. But you got a point about that. Why do you think that is?
I think ego. Ego plays a big part of it.
But whose?
The men's.
So they have an ego to not share that they got custody?
To the public. Certain people, they don't want to put their business out.
Gotcha. Okay.
For me,
all right, I get that part.
Right, for me, like I said, with this with the short documentary that I got coming out, hopefully it inspires others.
It will.
To go out and really speak on their problem.
Right.
Because all it takes is a little video or a little conversation that could change a person's day. Sometimes I'm in my house and I'm having a rough day and I'm scrolling through Instagram and all I'm watching is motivational videos.
Right.
But that's changing
You're thinking.
My thinking process.
As a man thinking, so is he.
Right.
Yeah.
So those little videos are inspiring me to either do better for my business, work out, just make my day more progressive.
Right.
So
that's like the other thing too. I think, excuse me, we keep bringing up social media because, it's important that people really do understand, what you take in becomes a part of you.
Of course.
So if all you seeing is negativity, or all you seeing is bitter baby mamas talking crazy, or bitter baby fathers talking crazy, you start feeling that way too. Your energy start acting crazy. So then when it comes to your personal life, you start moving like that, and that ain't even your life. So you also gotta be careful, the stuff that you internalize when it comes to social media.
Well, that's why now,
gotta be careful.
Now, like, you won't even hear me say my baby mom.
Right.
No, that's my daughter's
mother.
Mm-hmm. That's my daughter's mother.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Words create, y'all.
Yes.
It makes the difference in how a person feels, respected or not. It may seem small, but it's big to certain people.
Right. So, it makes you, and it does a lot for you.
Yeah, and it comes with growth.
Yes.
It comes with growth.
Because you looking back on the situation, or looking back at pictures like, wow, that used to be me, or I went through this, I went through that. It's like, now look at me now.
Absolutely.
I'm a regular kid. I'm a regular guy, just like you.
Right.
But I just turned a negative situation into a positive.
I just made a decision and said, I ain't going back there. That's a fact.
Listen, I still got my gel shoes.
You do?
Still got.
Just to remind you.
Yeah,
that ain't happening again.
Whenever, that's one thing too. That's whenever I feel discouraged or I feel a certain type of way, I just look at them shoes.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm not putting this back.
We back on. We check back in, people.
No, I mean we're gonna check back in for the short documentary, but that's about it. After that, they're going right back in the closet.
Yeah. Wow. No, listen, that documentary is gonna be insane. I'm speaking that, lives will be changed and people will reach out to you, just for encouragement. And the podcast is coming. I'm speaking that for sure. Yeah. I feel, just from what I've been seeing and being a boy mom, and being married and having all male cousins and two brothers and the only girl. So I do have such a heart for the men. I understand that you guys go through your own internal battles, in silence. And we want to normalize our men being able to share the things they go through without feeling ashamed, without feeling judged, feeling like they're in a safe space. So I'm definitely rooting for you, sir.
Thank you.
To the podcast, the clothing, everything. I gotta get me a shirt.
Oh, I definitely got you. I definitely got you.
Everything you are doing, is all connected to your testimony to help somebody else. Because what you have going on could save somebody's life. I really hope that you get that.
Of course.
That's how you're looking at everything you are doing right now.
I've been told that.
Yeah.
But for me, I never noticed how powerful the message was. And as I keep going and going and going, I see the effect that it leaves on certain individuals.
Yeah.
So that right there alone is just motivation for me to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So
love that. Let me see. I was going to give you a few sentences and have you end them. See what you thought. But
okay, we can play this little game.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do two.
All right.
Let me see if I can think of two real quick.
Okay.
Well, I'll just give you a phrase and then you just share your thought.
Okay.
Let me see. Easy. Girl dad.
Daddy and daughter crew.
Dang, that was too easy. I thought he might have went D. He's like, of course. What? That's light. Let me see. No, you can because I know what you're gonna say about that. Look, I don't even sit here with him for like an hour. I think I know him. That's crazy. Future.
This, it could vary. So,
right. Whatever comes to mind.
Right. Let me see. A lot of words come to mind, but I would have to go with Future. Hmm. Always around. When I mean always around, I'll never abandon my daughter. Whether I could fall today, but I'll make sure I get back up.
Ah, that's the one.
And I'll be in her, and I'll still remain in her life.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Listen, y'all. Make sure y'all following Diony.
Yes.
Marte,
Yes.
which means Tuesday in English.
Yes,
I
Tuesday.
promise you I knew that, y'all. Shout out to Miss, I think her name was Miss Piscarella or somebody in high school, my Spanish class.
Oh.
I did something right. Don't ask nothing crazy because I'm not going to know. But yeah. I need you guys to make sure you're following him on social media, that you are supporting him. This is a movement, y'all. Like, this is a movement. He'll share on his social media platform about the documentary. You know, we want to make sure we support and make sure the men understand that they are vital, especially now.
And try not to stay in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
If you stay in your comfort zone, if you stay in your comfort zone, there's no room to grow.
Yeah, you're not growing.
What's
when you're uncomfortable,
right? Oh my God.
That's when you're growing. That's why you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yes, through this experience, through this whole business experience, I went through every type of emotion.
I bet.
Every single type of emotion, and it has changed my whole perspective on life.
Right.
Whether it's personal or business. Mm-hmm. So that would be the biggest advice that I could give somebody. Just never get too comfortable.
Love that. I think Pharrell. I think Pharrell said something like that to Kanye during his documentary. He was the only one.
Nipsey Hussle said it too.
Oh, for real?
I'm a huge fan of Nipsey.
So my husband.
Huge fan.
He said, I don't want to get it wrong, but literally everybody that Kanye encountered, like, gave him the energy, like they would just entertain him, like, all right, cool, all right, like kind of brush him off.
Right.
But Pharrell was like, yo, listen, he said something on the lines of, when you reach a certain level, don't get comfortable.
Keep going.
Like, don't get comfortable. He's like, do more. Something like that.
It
penetrated me, because I said, word. Like, some people just get dormant or they get comfortable. That's not everybody's personality. That's not my personality.
Let me say that. Yeah, it's not mine either. When I first,
so I took that personal with Pharrell. I said, thank you, Pharrell. Because I don't feel uncomfortable with you saying that.
When I did the grand opening, that was successful. But I knew I wanted more.
Right.
So I was happy with the experience and seeing people's faces that I love. Yeah, I loved it. It. So I knew I just didn't want to stop it.
Right.
So now got the smoothie tracks with just seeing her face, my daughter's face for that one. It was amazing.
Right.
And now I look. Thursday, I have career day. These are things that I would never have imagined.
Come on, D.
Never have imagined in my life that I will be doing. So I have career day on Thursday in Harlem. Then I have another event on Saturday with the youth. And then after that, I also have a collaboration with nail polish company.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Serenity's nail polish.
Fire.
So that'll be coming out within a few weeks.
Come on, y'all. Y'all paying attention?
Yeah, it don't stop.
Come on, it don't stop.
If I stop where I'm at now, it's
gonna take a party.
Not even that. It's giving my daughter the idea that you can be comfortable after a certain amount of success. No, that's not the type of.
He said, "That's not what we're doing."
No, that's not the type of idea that I want to enforce in her head. No, I want you to see that your dad is really putting in work.
Love this.
And he's not going to stop until he's reached a goal.
Right.
And he can now turn everything over to you.
Ooh, that's the one right there.
Yeah.
And we can end on that note. Facts. Tell the people where they can find you.
Yes, you guys can find me on Instagram at Diony Marte _DDC, as well as Daddy and Daughter Cruise Spa. Yes, on Instagram, as well as on Facebook. I'm working on the website, so just bear with me because I got a lot of things going on, but within this month or next month, it'll definitely be up.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it. Listen, y'all make sure y'all follow him, support him. Shout out to all the daddies with daughters in particular, but all the daddies. Y'all.
And I support too, so if you guys got any type of clothing brand or any type of ideas that you guys want to bring to the table that it can help benefit you or your kids,
right,
or whoever you are that's backing you up, I support as long as it's
positive.
Yes, positive. Yes, keyword positive. Yeah. I'm not supporting just anything.
That's but make it clear.
Yes, it has to be positive. Like I said, you guys can reach me on those social medias, and I'll definitely respond back to you guys.
Love this. Listen, guys. Diony Marte, guys.
Yes.
Of Daddy and Daughter Cruise Spa. I gotta stop by, get me a little pedicure. I needed one today. I didn't make it in there.
We're gonna make it happen.
Stop by. We gotta get this thing going.
We're gonna make it happen.
Listen, I take care of these feet. We only get one set, so we gotta make sure.
It's on me for life.
Let's go. I love this.
It's on me for life.
I love this. Listen, be sure to follow him, support him, and all that he is doing. I can't wait for the podcast because I got a bunch of men I'm gonna send over to you.
Yeah,
you know.
I think we're gonna set something up where you start interviewing these guys because it's gonna be a lot for me.
Yeah,
but we can do this. We can do this together.
I'm about to be in the barbershops. I'm about to be everywhere. Like it's all the way up.
Oh yeah,
because we changing the narrative. Yeah. You know, we got some positive people out here doing amazing things. And like I said, platform is to educate, encourage, and empower, and that's what we're doing tonight. Was all the above, and I'm so thankful. Thank you once again for even entertaining me. Don't know me from a can of paint, and he like, "Aight."
No problem. You saw how fast I responded. Yo, come on, let's go. Let's make it happen.
So, and listen, I give all glory to God because I'm just doing what He's telling me to do. I don't know what's happening out here. I'm just getting responses through email, people thanking me for connecting them with people, and entertaining people who come on the podcast. So I'm just trying to do my part, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to do my part. So we all got to do our part. We got to be positive. We need to be praying about these court systems. Some things need to be changing. I know it's different in every state also. So, shout out to the people who still continue to fight when it comes to the court system and nonsense like what was said to him with the whole, I'm going to have a vote. You cannot have that energy, beloved. Mm-hmm. You took an oath, okay? You are an officer of the courts. You cannot look at somebody in sweatpants and feel some type of way. That's not how that works. So we want to stay positive in reference to that. Continue to pray for our men when it comes to mental health, and their hearts, the things they're going through in silence. We're seeing videos all the time where even rappers just saying like, I deal with my stuff on the inside. I don't talk about it. We got to change that, y'all. We got to do something different. There's nothing wrong with therapy, meditation, working out. Mental health is the new black. Like we gotta do better, okay? We gotta have more self-love, more self-care, for ourselves and for our lineage. Shout out to your daughter.
Thank you.
Congratulations with the LLC. I gotta get a bunch of stuff. I gotta get a smoothie, a shirt.
I'm doing something.
Let's go.
I'm doing something for the kids on like I said, with Career Day. Mm-hmm. I wanna continue with this little project that I got going on. So
project,
yes.
It ain't little. Project.
Oh, well, I mean, it depends on how you look at it.
Project. Go ahead.
So on Thursday, I'll be asking each kid, each young man, and each young lady to write an essay. I'm gonna pick 4, and I'm gonna put them on a billboard on Times Square.
Love it.
So hopefully, these type of things.
Excuse me, sorry.
Can influence the youth
and keep them excited.
Yes, because now it gives them something to look forward to.
It gives them hope.
Right.
Listen, my son is 8.
When we was kids,
he's like, I got a business. Yeah, sir.
When I was a kid and I used to go to 42nd Street, I used to only dream of being on a billboard.
Billboard.
And now that I have that access, it's like, why not put other people on?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. How was it?
I'm not gaining anything.
Someone just became a Yankee. And they were saying how when he was a kid, he used to go to Yankee games and he had a certain sign or something that said, I love the Yankees. Or I'm going to be a Yankee, something like that.
Right.
He saw that as a kid.
Yeah, you're a vision. Now he's, you're a vision.
Same thing. We got to show our kids, listen, you deserve to be on the billboard.
The power of the mind is very,
the facts.
Very,
the facts. But
very,
that visual,
very strong.
For them to actually see, like, oh, wait, her dad, wait, what? Is she's my age? Is she's in my class? Well, Dad, I want to do such and such. You know what I'm saying? You got to open up their minds, to see certain things and not. Let me say this too, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm trying to let you go. we gotta do better when it comes to the conversations we have with our children, and be careful that you don't diminish,
of course,
how they think.
How they think. Because
some of you are raising geniuses
and don't know,
but you don't even want to hear what they got to say. You gotta listen. I know someone. I got. Trust me. I got a chatterbox. But this kid, when he's sick, Mom, I want a YouTube page. Mom, I want this. Mom, I want that. When I started this podcast, he was on my body like, hi.
Right.
Where's my YouTube channel?
Right.
Because I told you about it and I said I want to do it. I was like this, oh snap.
Yeah.
Check me.
Well, my daughter now
has vision.
I'm always asking her for ideas for the spot.
Right.
So what can we do for the little girls to have to enjoy the time?
What do y'all like?
Right.
Yeah.
So any little thing that she tell me, okay, so let me look into this.
That.
Okay. All right, no problem. So let's tweak this.
Right.
Let's do this. Okay, I got it. Let's make it work.
Gotta listen to your children. I promise you. Listen, how many kids are successful now and they're like, well, he was just painting this and I didn't realize I was gonna do this. Yeah. You gotta feed them the positive things. You gotta remind them that they're amazing. They're here for a reason. You are obligated as a parent to speak life into your children.
Of course.
Yes, and we could be here another hour. So listen,
this is
Diony, Marte, ladies and gentlemen, daddy and daughter crew spot, daddy and daughter crew line.
Yes.
Documentary coming.
Yes.
Billboards. Listen, y'all better pay attention. He's moving. He's a shaker and a mover, as they say.
Yes,
that's what they call it. A mover and a shaker. I said it backwards.
Backwards, forward. I'm not stopping.
He's like, I ain't stopping.
I'm definitely not.
He said, I'm coming through with the Kanye energy. Y'all might not believe me, but watch me work. Watch me work. I love it. Listen.
Look. Hold on. It's so crazy you mentioned Kanye. So I was watching a documentary, and as we all know, he was signed to Rock Nation. So the person that signed him was Dame Dash. Coincidence? Dame Dash is a part of OSG.
Wow.
So now I'm trying to orchestrate something where he's involved in the whole documentary.
Got you. Love this.
So
I'm sure he would be excited to be involved in this documentary.
Yes.
What? With the fathers?
Yes.
With the men? Let's go.
Yes.
Because his childhood story was crazy.
Of course.
His story was bananas. I remember him saying on his documentary that, maybe it was when he was on a show with his brothers, that his father told him to his face, he wasn't buying him anything. Is it something where there was a Christmas where all his brothers had all gifts and he didn't get him anything? He said, I knew I would never do that to my kids. I said, wow.
And one of my mentors, I love this lady to death because she put me in a position she never had to.
Love that.
She did not have to.
Love that.
Her name is Maria Davis.
She believed in you.
Yes. She was on Jay-Z's first album, Reasonable Doubt, track number 7.
You like track number 7.
Track number 7.
Love that.
And she put me in connection with a bunch of individuals, a bunch of entrepreneurs that are amazing. They're family to me now.
Right.
And I want to thank her from the bottom of my heart. I told her I'm going to thank her everything I do, because
I know that's a fact.
Once again, for someone to give you their energy and put you in a position where you wouldn't even imagine it.
Right.
That says a lot for a person.
Yes, it does.
So
and to keep their word.
Yeah.
Your word is your bond. Yeah. Somebody need to hear that. You gotta keep your word.
Yes.
You gotta keep your word.
Your word is your everything.
I'm glad you tapped into that, and that's funny because I usually ask every one of my guests about how important it is to have a mentor. So I'm so glad you hit that.
Of course,
sure.
I told the listen. Every chance I get, I will
thank you.
mention your name and thank you, because I wouldn't be in a position nor know the people that I know if it wasn't for you.
Love that. Listen, y'all better be giving people flowers while they can still smell them.
Yeah. And
she also pay homage to people.
She also has a Mad Wednesdays for young artists.
Okay.
So I would advise any young artist that's looking at this right now to look her up on IG. I believe her name is on IG, Maria Davis. No, Maria _ Davis.
Maria _ Davis.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Look her up. She will respond to you. If not, you can hit me up. You can send me a message and I'll make sure that everything goes as planned.
Love this.
Yes.
Divine connections, y'all.
Yes.
Divine connections. That is dope. Thank you for sharing that you absolutely do have a mentor. It really is important to have a mentor. You can be successful, but you want someone behind you to say, yeah, nah, that's not the way to do it. It's better to do it this way.
Right.
Okay, cool. I see a vision, but this comes after that. Because
Right.
we don't know everything. So you want to tap into somebody who's done it, who's doing it, and who's successful at it. It's cool to have your friendships too, you know what I'm saying, giving advice and everything. When it's somebody behind you that has done it and know the ropes and everything, that's a plus. So
I'm strong for women that are empowered. I that is huge for me. That is huge for me. More women should be like that, because a woman's word is by far everything.
It's effective.
Yes.
That's why we have to be careful with our words to our men.
It is strong.
Ladies.
It is strong and it's powerful.
Yeah.
So for me to have a mentor as her, I listen, I stay quiet.
Right.
Most men they want to talk before they listen. No, I'll take the back seat.
Love what he just said.
I'll listen before I speak. There's nothing wrong with that.
And this is why he's shaking and moving.
Of course.
Okay?
Of course.
He can listen. You have to learn how to listen. Listen, you don't want to be the smartest person. You don't want to be the smartest person in the room. You want to be a good listener. You know what I'm saying? You want to be around positive energy. You want to be surrounded by those who really pushing you, to your greatness. So, thank you for that.
Yes.
Listen, Diony Marte, y'all.
Thank you.
Stop playing out here. Diony Marte.
Yes.
Period. Listen, make sure y'all follow him on social media. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, How Mike with Lady She Podcast. Listen, this thing is up, y'all. I can't wait to this documentary.
Oh, man.
I'm hoping whatever date it falls on. Matter of fact, whatever date it's falling on, we in the building.
I'm gonna let you know.
We all way in the building.
I'm gonna let you know days and months, weeks in
we
advance.
All way in the building.
It's definitely gonna be the movie theater in Flatbush.
Love it.
And then I'm doing another billboard for promotion. Okay. So I'm doing a bunch of other things. I got a bunch of other things in the works, but
let's go.
Next, like I said, in a couple of weeks, the nail polish come out with the collaboration with Serenity nail polish. So that's in works. So yeah,
this
once.
This
I'm not playing. I'm not taking no for an answer.
Listen.
I'm not taking no for an answer.
That's the one right there.
I'm
not taking no for an answer. Listen, if you just came on and just heard that, that alone, you need to go back and check out this interview on YouTube.
You tell me how can we change this change your answer. It got to be some way we can change your answer.
Or you telling me no, I'm gonna find somebody that's gonna tell me yes. Or I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Right. But ain't no 1 monkey don't stop no show.
Oh, no.
That's a fact.
No.
That's a fact.
And don't even try to go around the situation. Go through the situation. It'll make you stronger in the end.
Bars. Absolutely. Listen, men, stay encouraged. We love you. We see you. We hear you. If you are going through something, please get the help that you need. Whether it's therapy, whether it's talking to a friend, whether you need to meditate, pray, whatever it is, whatever the outlet you need. Please do that, sir. Shout out to all the girl dads of the world. Yes. Shout out to my husband, because he love his daughter.
Yes.
He love that little mama. She ain't little no more, but she's a college graduate and everything.
That's always gonna be daddy's little girl.
That's a fact.
That's always gonna be that.
Fact.
We could be 65 years old.
Favorite girl.
We could be 65 years old with no teeth. Listen, you do something to our daughters, we will pull up on you.
We pulled up
with the cane. With the cane.
He said we pulled up in the zip.
With no problem. With no problem. I may be going 10 miles per hour, but I'm a kid there.
He said somebody said something.
So, listen, don't play with my daughter.
He said somebody said something. I thought somebody said something out here in the streets.
I'm pulling up with my cane.
He said not that one right there, not the smoothie owner.
Oh no.
Don't do it. But yes,
the
please, sir, please, ma'am, support his platform, support everything that he is doing. And thank you in advance for supporting this platform. Share this video with somebody.
Yes.
Share this interview with somebody that you love, that you know needs to hear these words. So inspired right now. Like, he about to have me journaling tonight. Like, I gotta step it up too. What we got? What we got?
Look, that's something
that we branching off of this. Okay, let's go. I love it.
That's something that was in the works too. It just came to my mind yesterday. I ordered a biography book.
You need to do it. You absolutely need to do that. Your story's still being told, man.
The grind doesn't stop.
My gosh.
It's so much. This bread is just not for me.
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
It's a movement.
It's for everybody.
It is a move. Man, we gotta get out of here. Listen, Diony Marte, people.
Yes,
make sure y'all follow him, support his daughter, the business. Listen, share this with somebody that you care about. Love is an action word. So share with somebody who needs to be encouraged, who needs to be empowered, who needs to be inspired, and who need to understand they are not alone. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
There's a lot of people struggling when it comes to this court system. You know, we're watching people fight for their children and then lose their children because of the courts.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to do something different. We got to fight harder. We got to do something about these laws. Somebody got to hear some people out because there's too much going on. But huge shout out to those who did win the fights and, you know, have custody or are able to see their children, because our children need both parents at the end of the day.
Of course.
They absolutely do. But to our fathers, you are important. We hear you, we love you, and we see you. So take care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. And we out. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Peace.